because it was devoid of truth, it was a veil. It's by truth that we see right. It's by truth that we see what we are supposed to see. Now, these guys, because what Moses brought was devoid of truth, what happened is there was a veil. And he's saying that until this day, because of what Moses brought, their minds were blinded. So, in other words, what the Lord does to you is that you do not see. What the Lord does to you is you never see. Why? Do you know why? Because you have no liberty. It's only men who are in liberty that can see. Men who are kolachino, bota kolachino, you're timid. There's no liberty, so you can't see. That's why these guys' minds were blinded. Why? Because when the law comes, it blinds you. You cannot see. So he's saying, but their minds were blinded. For until this day remaineth the same veil every time the reading of the Old Testament, which veil is done away in Christ. But now when Christ shows up, who brought grace and what? And truth. Now the veil is taken away. Some of the children of God are struggling because the veil is still on their minds. Why? Because they are focusing on what we call the law, the Old Testament. So they focus there, they focus there, and guess what? The veil stays on, so they can't see. But now when we introduce Jesus like we are doing right now, do you know what starts to happen? The eyes of your understanding start to be filled with light. And all of a sudden, you can now see. You see? So he's saying, nevertheless, when it shall turn unto the Lord, the veil shall be taken away. Now the Lord is that Spirit. And where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is what? There is liberty. So in other words, what the Lord does is that it takes away liberty. That's why guys of the law would not see. Because do you know what you're doing under the law? You're only focusing on meeting a certain standard. And guess what? You will never meet it. So you're trying to get something you will never get. You're chasing something you will never get. That's what happens with the law. You're chasing. You're trying to be righteous and you will never. So instead of enjoying the Lord, instead of communing with the Lord, guess what? You're busy trying to chase a standard. And every time you never commune with the Lord, your quality of life doesn't change. Guys, our quality of life changes because we've been with Jesus. Every time you commune with Jesus, and you're not even trying to say, oh, give me money. No. You're just trying to understand him. You're saying, Jesus, this love that you have for me, I want to understand it. Why do you love me so